So what's happened here is this store-bought one. Saw is done. Burnt the motor cutting some hardwood. So I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this switch off here and using some of the parts from this. And then, actually that's the wood. I cut it and burnt it out. And I received this here from my cousin. His father-in-law, well, passed away. Had this old Rockwell beaver. And this thing works amazing. It just has to be cleaned up. It's solid. And this fence looks to be more accurate than the one on the newer one. So I'm going to clean this all up, refurbish it. I am going to, the switch I was saying that I'm going to take out, the switch, there's no switch in the front here. It's actually in the back here, which is silly, but so I'm going to take this out and I'm going to incorporate it somewhere in the front over here, even if I have to put in an electrical box or something like that. I'm not really sure yet, but I will be putting it in the front. The back, I don't think it seems like a great idea. And I'll probably be using BX wire, which is the metal sheath cable, because look at all the cuts and all this stuff, so just make it a little bit stronger. And this is belt driven as opposed to the other one, which is nice. It won't burn out as easy. If you get some hardwood and it gets stuck, the belt will slip and it's easy enough to replace the belt. So, and these motors can be rebuilt as opposed to those ones there. It's garbage. So I'm looking forward to refurbishing this because I have a project on the go here. Disaster. I had to stop everything because I burnt it out, and I have to finish that off. So I started out just by using an old chisel and just scraping away some of that rust, and there was paint on it. There was God knows what else was on it. Not only did I use this as a table saw, I used it as a finishing table as well, from what I can see. So in doing this, I was just really careful not to dig into the metal. Keep it as steady as possible. And then I just added some rust, like liquid wrench, to help break it down. I also used this steel wool with some liquid wrench, and I combined it with some WD-40 as well too, back and forth. Use the scraper, big one for the surface, a small little one for all the miter gauge slots. So in order to get into all those hard to reach places, and this is where the fence slides on, I used a wire brush on my drill. You can purchase anywhere, and it worked out good. I also applied the same application to the fence and the other tools that came with it.
I'm really amazed how the Rockwell stuff works, and this is like 40 years old and it works like a charm. I'd love to compare it to their new stuff, see if their quality and everything is kept up. At this point in time, I used the 400 sandpaper. I started out with dry, then I added some oil in there, penetrating oil, just to not clog up the pores on the sandpaper as much. And it just took a long time. I'm not going to show you everything because this is really tedious. And I went from a 400 then to a 600, and you get the idea. I think no, I actually stopped at 800. I only show you the 400 here, but. Uh, yeah, I just took my time doing it, cleaning it up. As you can see, the base is wobbly. Probably just needs to be tightened, but I decided that I'm going to build a cabinet for the bottom.
Alright, so after cleaning the surface, just a little bit of dust on there, doing some other stuff. It's nice and smooth. I put a new blade on there, 62 blade, and I'm going to try it out before I continue the rebuild.
I definitely need an LP table for there. Don't want that happening.
Cut beautifully. I noticed there's a little bit of a wobble. I'm not sure. The wobble is when you slow it down. But let's take some measurements here. Pretty accurate. So that's good. So far so good. I'm happy. So one thing I have to say is the Rockwell beaver, that's what that is over there. Works really smooth. I'm really happy with it. Works better than the cheap store-bought ones I had. They cost a lot more than when this. You can probably pick this up for. And it works really smooth. The only downfall is it's 7.5-inch blade on there. I think the 10. I'm not even sure if they sell 10. Yeah, they do, I think. And so I have to look into that. And I do have a lot of blades out there, the 12-inch, so I can use that for actually my chops saw, the big one. So it's not a total waste, but I definitely I'm gonna have to be investing in some more blades for this table saw. And I find that this fence here, though it be so heavy and everything, it's so accurate. It does not move at all. It's solid. I am so happy with this. And I think it's definitely worth it. I'm going to make a cabinet for under here. That way it can catch the dust. And off to the side here, if you can see all that empty space there, I'm going to make it so it comes out like so. And then on the side, I'll probably do a compartment to put all my blades. Storage system, some type of something like that. Anyways, and then on top to put all these things. Push things on there, so that'll be definitely worth the build.